believes that leaders must offer value to the people they serve. For him, leadership is about servitude, and given the opportunity, one must strive to serve with honesty, diligence, and compassion. Meet Joojo Rocky Obeng, the current Western North Regional Minister, a man whose leadership qualities is leaving an indelible mark on the Western North region.
I have Joojo Rocky Obeng, born in the Western North region, then part of the Western region in secondary, but grew up at Enchi, and then spent some time between Accra and Kumasi, growing up as a young teenager. A businessman, interested in business and also public service. Yes.
Yeah, he calls me his mentor, and I call him mentee. He's a young man, a very young man, and because of that, he is humble enough to listen to those of us who are much older than him. And I would say that I've known him when he was in the National Youth Authority. He was a key member of our political organization, very active, and when he was nominated as the Minister for Western North, I was not surprised.
Western North is an exciting part of Ghana to be. It is one of the regions that the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, promised the good people of this part of Ghana as his drive to enhance public service to as many people in relatively distant parts of the old 10 regions. And the grand announcement for the creation of the new regions was actually done here in Sekhuyoso, the capital of the Western North region.
Since his appointment as the Regional Minister of Western North, Joojo Rocky Obeng has been working to deliver on the vision of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which is to ensure prosperity and development for all. Under Joojo's leadership, the Western North region has witnessed a transformation in its infrastructure. The construction of roads has brought communities closer, improving accessibility and trade.
Na ekwan enche dade so kwan ne de nyame anim ni wona efa so ne wona etikro no mu de omunim se kwan na enye kura nti ahyenkafo ka won hu bomu eyeye kire na ya make say Western North Regional Minister Shewombo ama just wa ye kwan no kura de ama wo ma wo ha obi ani akire Adum TV etwaso
Womanfo bekaya driver phobia womo dade so enchi ade adesede ebeto aban no anim efa akwan hodo bi e wo mpatemu ana atete apansam a driver fo yi ede betu dwa se na womo adane womo ho midwives enti mamefo ana womo anyinsen no womo na womo kura womo de womo atohyen mu ede womo akwayaresabea enam se na kwan no enyen umientie a driver fo bi ensem womo de tu dwa no afi 2021 no
I do say any akwa ya justice for ya fa so ever person ya for fa so yetimi fo bi a onye ma akwa wo yedu aka de ontimi nkwa na wo ye ka ni
ka say no be enam enchi a wo nam kwan so a wo ba ifidie si so a wo ba be siesie kwan ya ma na me no kra nim akwan akwan ba ko a me pen so as regional minister mehwe ni ya ye.
Thank you.
Abransemi ebeto dwano Regional Minister wo Western North ahwe ama akwan hodoi womo akosiesi sisi a womo akoye akwan ahodoi ede ama omo a womo de omo ahyen efa so ma omo nige no ensem se na driver fo ede to Adum News anim
say what is so for any Regional Minister no omo modern bo omo ya wi aka second quote na chese driver fo ni how bia wo kwan so bio
Nenji kwende yedana sepa se watma abombode ayekwana me enji kwende yedana sepa
ye man money adwuma why be.
We have seen a real remarkable improvement in the road network of the region. For instance, from Asamian So Junction, Benchama Junction to Esam Debiso, and in fact, it's something that the government has actually done very well through his regional minister.
For most of the people who enjoy their basic Ghanaian cuisines, a lot of it come from this part of Ghana. And for us to make it cheaper for everyone in Ghana, we have to have road improvements in sharp focus. Because you have cars cutting raw bauxite from Awaso to the ports in Sekondi. You have cars cutting plantain to Accra and Kumasi, and parts of central region.
You also have Supreme Quanta to the Akuti roads. We also here go to Busumoenso, and in fact, we are very much aware that the town roads are just. Construction is about to begin, and we have the contractor is on site now as we speak. So our major problem, which is the road network, I think is being tackled, and we thank the regional minister for that.
Western North, you have some saying that this road, Nzozia Road, in fact, I heard that they were developing it. So I said, if they do it, it will be credit to this government, because for a long time, for ages, it has been that when you say in Sefi, you say in Nzozia Karting, you say Yawel, it means Nzozia Road, we are on it, but you don't see anything. So when they started it, you were all happy about it.
Road is one thing that government has invested heavily in the Western North region. And I think it would, to a greater extent, benefit not only the people of the Western North region, but Ghanaians all over Ghana and residents of Ghana. Because as I indicated, foodstuffs that are transported from here, they always have the imputed cost of the transport fares, charges in there. So once we are able to improve the road network, then most predictably, the cost for picking items from here to our national capital will reduce greatly. And that means a lot of consumers would part with very little to have those compared to when the roads aren't that good.
Safety and security have been paramount in Joojo's vision for the region. Enhanced security measures have provided a peaceful environment for the people to thrive.
Let me start by saying that the minister has been very significant in getting the military to be permanently stationed in the Western North region. And I doff my cap for him for all the efforts he has put in making sure that we are there. The Western North region is a very important place, not only for the region, but for the entire nation. And there is the need for us to have a footprint there, and not a small print, but a very big one. So by that, we have been able to get a start on that. And it came as a result of the efforts the minister himself put in with Nananom's involvement and anybody who matters to make sure that we get a barracks. So there is going to be a major barracks in the Western North region, and we have already put up the first two structures to make sure that that comes to fruition. And the minister has been very instrumental. It is not going to just add to the security of the place, but it's going to add to the further development of the place. And that is a plus to him.
Honorable Minister, I want to thank you for your warm welcome. I need no guidance from the gentleman who is talking about who you are by what you have said. First of all, your mark of leadership is reflected in several things. Western North is relatively calm. And I'm humble enough to know that it's not just about my agencies, but it's about your leadership and how you make all the agencies work together, the collaborative spirit of it, and your own sacrificial bit that you found it necessary to give out one of your vehicles to CID. That leadership is what has made Western North that peaceful. And on behalf of His Excellency the President, I thank you and the RESEC for the good work that you are doing.
I had the opportunity to interview one of his sector, the military and then the police service leaders. And they said, oh, for Honorable Joojo, we don't have any problem with him. There was crisis at the mining. Some people, the mine is very close to the Zogo and then the old town. And I was here in Accra when I had a call that some military men, had shot some people, blah, 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 blah. And, the whole baby was, on fire. I called him. I said, oh, Chairman, you keep it cool. I said, oh, don't come. We'll resolve it. And the way and manner you managed to cool these people down, in fact, to be honest with you, that was the time that I respected this guy so much, to be honest with you.
As I talk to you right now, you go not too far from here. We are constructing state-of-the-art, facility for the Regional Police Command. Not just an office for their use, we also have attached several units of residential facilities to accommodate senior police officers, so that we have the full complement of the Ghana Police Force functioning to provide safety for persons and goods in this part of Ghana.
Farmers, the backbone of this region, have seen unprecedented support. The regional minister's commitment to their welfare has boosted production and the livelihoods of many.
It's been part of our game plan. The game plan is to equip as many cocoa farmers. And just this year, working closely with the leadership of Cocoa Board, we've been able to distribute 37 million cocoa seedlings free of charge, and also provided support to cocoa farmers within the region.
Yes, honestly, Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng has been a father to us. I recall last year during the preparatory stage of the seedling production, our activities were so visible that it caught the attention of the minister. And then I was informed to the office to brief him. Subsequent to that, he joined me in visiting some of our nursery sites before production and even prior to distribution. Where we had any issues concerning which was related to politics, we fall on him, and then he was always there has been there for us always, so far as our operations are concerned. So he has been very, very, very helpful.
Last year, he requested during the farmers' day, he requested for a vehicle. I told him, Honorable, look at our situation. He said, oh, Chairman, it's not easy, but what do we do? Because we have to ensure that these farmers, get something. So I told my people that, look, let's find something appreciable for. And I think throughout the country, we're the only region that the chief farmer got a vehicle. So quickly we mobilized resources. And then because this is a guy, whom if you make any request, he's making it, through his own aid. So there's no way you could deny him. So quickly, even though we had these financial problems and all that, but once it was coming from Honorable Joojo Obeng, there was no way. I made sure that, he got it. Even though some of my people were saying, oh no, but we don't have money. I said, no. This is a man who has been helping us. Anything that we request from him, he makes sure. So if he requests for this, I might say a car. So the two of us, let's buy it. So he bought a nice car, and in fact, later on, he was so appreciative. He told us, he told the Odiawa War that they should thank us and all that. You see, so it's that kind of, anybody who would have refused, but not Honorable Joojo, because of what he's been doing, in the region. So, for Honorable Joojo being there, to be honest with you, Penny was me, so I'm sorry.
We did the question actually. Me a taxi driver airport. Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng Oba. Me na meta fan. Me na meta fan. Sometimes no Oba frame me ni hɔ a na mama obi apeke no e de no kɔ ama me. So far no the way me Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng no o fan na wo de na kwa. O tufo ono kasa obisa o ne ekɔ so abla bom. Na o tufo fa ho. If you cry last be so me ne ekɔ ni fear gate ano you do hono no na I'm say you be 7:30 to 8. You do one police for your check up. O ma cheche cars the fear gate ano. So you do one no say ono bu nsi fom. Na omo so omo check no. Omo first one omo ka say omo di car check car inside. Nti ono bu nsi fom no omo check car inside no. Police face on ga down. No so ga down. O si fom. So o si fom na police for no start say omo to them so honorable man who say who you the best person no ja omo yo adwuma so leave it no omo yo adwuma na say na say so me kwa no kwa mama wasi fom be ba me dey driver dem go sit card mu e na omo bisa ne den na sha ha den na sha no so eye we eye say no so okay and also mpamcho me fear gate no mu yi car in me gate na me enter inside. Police says no, didn't we fear gate bay. So what I don't know Nankasa or work on Nancy here. No run if you later. No police who were running as a boss. I was there, the honorable to come when Jamaica. No, or you know, but I'm saying, Minister. Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng no minister. I was hey, have you only now come? So madam was like, so we were ready to meet me from you because the gate were locked. He didn't know I'm ready to I have found. The big job of back if you so later no friend me say me nyade mama worry say we jam hoko ya no so no problem the honorable there minimum honorable yes over now all the drivers are picking in answer no obi aba odi no dance true facts ma honorable the honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng there minimum pa because if you kwa don odudu fie kra how ono obeya mo kwa no wagasa office say okay.
Education is the key to the future. The One Student, One Desk initiative has ensured that every child has access to quality education, empowering the youth.
I think he's made a name with regard to education. He launched a program called One Student, One Desk. And the furniture deficit was a very big problem in our schools. And ever since he launched that project, many of our schools have got that infrastructure, tables and chairs. So that one, everybody in the region attests to that as a major intervention, which is helping teaching and learning in our basic schools especially.
I'm also a PRO for private schools in this western region. So one time also you met and then he said one child, one desk. And then you all approved for him. He provided furniture for all the students in the Western North. His leadership in education-wise is good.
We set it out. It's been a year and some 6 months. We've been able to provide as many desks to the point that the deficit has reduced from 70,000 to 16,000. And we are still working hard at it. The records, as has been supplied to me by the Education Directorate in the region, indicates that some schools that used to record as low as 30%, appreciable pass rates, are now doing 60%. They have more or less doubled their performance rate. And so that is one of the initiatives that we embarked on to essentially give residents and children of the Western North quality education outcome. And it was to complement that of the president. President's initiative was to provide equity for every Ghanaian child. And so being the regional minister for the Western North region was to come up with this initiative to complement central government effort to also provide quality for every child studying in the Western North region.
So Kufa Somno, and she say, some money here. What's a small deficit? If it's a small deficit, okay. The Martin is 70,000 deficit compared to the population of school children in Western North. 70,000 yes, small deficit. Okay. And Untinam say, who say, it's a share wire. Now, when your man could be as so they will use their own initiative to bring forward positive plans. If it's an excellent initiative. Now, Bibi Abani say Western North, a national drive.
Joojo's collaborative leadership style has brought unity and progress in the region, fostering a culture of teamwork.
Honorable Joojo is a very fine gentleman, and I have enjoyed and still enjoy working with him. On the leadership front, he's an inclusive type of leader. Aside from that, I have personally enjoyed working with him because he doesn't keep it only on the official front, but he keeps it very informal as well. So we work as professionals and we work as friends. And that is a very good thing to have with a minister when you are working with him.
He's that kind of leader who will say a visionary leader. You see, Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng is someone who sees the future. So you go to Honorable Joojo Rocky Obeng to tell him about an idea. Before you leave his office, the idea has been translated into objectives, strategic objectives, and then you've started a plan. And then the concluding statement before you leave his office is that, so Director, I hope I will see you in less than a week with a plan, a draft, before you leave. So with somebody like him, you cannot work under him and then do things business as usual. And when you bring up an idea, he will support your idea and even add on to your idea to enrich it, to bring it to fruition. So I think it's something that is really positive about him.
Well, he is a team player. Considering his age, is young, but he's very respectful to Nananum. He's able to reach out to Nananum and the youth. And so there's relative peace in the region. And wherever there is some small trouble springing up, you see Joojo go in. And what I realize is that he's always in touch with Nananum and the people of the region.
Let's hear me who said, Lebiano, are you busy? Lebio, are you busy? Sebi, on traffic, on finding science and the museum. The beer, which will be ano, but me cock here, Cobwa, and I did not go to me send me say, I don't know, a bear in community bomb, and whom is signing and be or can be able to so.
You see, he is that type of people, very affable. Anybody could just approach him. I've been at his office for about 4 times. Anytime you go there, you see people, you emerge from his office, you know, smiling, and you see, and he's the type that he's very young. But I can assure you that he has the ear of the president. Anytime there's crisis here, he's always here in Accra. I'll ask him, Honorable, why? I've been called. Not everybody is being called to Accra. You see, so these are some of the qualities that he's showing, both at the community and then the highest, level of government.
Healthcare accessibility has improved significantly. Joojo's investment in health facilities has saved lives and improved the overall well-being of the people.
Until coming into office, we didn't have, the entire region didn't have oxygen manifold system. We had to rely on either Ashanti and sometimes Western region. But through our continuous engagement, we've been able to secure oxygen manifold system from the Clinton Health Access Foundation, and now, so we have one in this region.
You see, when I took over as regional director, Western North was a region where health staff refused postings. You post health workers, you post doctors, midwives, and everyone wants to change. Everyone is looking for the next available region to move to. So we sat with Honorable to find out what the municipal assemblies can do to support us. So they supported us in organizing what we call the medical officers soiree, the evening meetings. And then this was really positive for us. An additional thing the RCC was able to do was to engage the municipal assemblies at Sefiwi, also BBNE, and then our win, the big municipals, to get the support of the DCEs and the MCEs all over the region to make sure that they all provided support to bring in doctors. When you are bringing doctors, the support you need accommodation for them. You need to furnish the accommodation, and the general reception should be positive. So from 9 doctors when we started Western North region, now we can boast of almost 40 doctors for the region. So this is about almost 300% if I'm getting the mathematics right. And then you can see that we've been able to also sponsor medical officers to undertake postgraduate training. So in the next 3 to 5 years, when now I'm no more regional director, and definitely the portfolios will also change, you realize that the efforts we have put in as a regional health directorate with the RCC support is going to yield positive results.
Yeah, me person can say, better than say, and a human, a man in Jenipa. On an experience, wow, he said, no cry idea or ya, papa no. A man in Jenipa, and he want to also know ya, a Jumadia or ya, papa piano, Ungusu no one yet.
We'll just encourage him to continue the good work and not be complacent, because everybody seems to be, praising him for what he's been doing so far. So far, so good. And we pray that he will not be carried away by the achievements that he has chalked so far as the second regional minister for this new region.
Well, I'll ask him to continue like that, not to relax on his OS, to move ahead and make sure that even though we are a very young region, considering the resources that we have, we should be able to mobilize our people to go into business instead of also being primary producers.
My only advice is that the sky is his limit. He has quite a long way to go, and he has achieved so much at this young age. But when the successes start coming, you need to remain humble. You need to remain who you are. Because if your successes get into your head, you are likely to mess up. So you should just take his time and depend on God, because we are out here by the grace of God. We are not here by our own power and authority. And we were put here by somebody who is the president, and we are to work for the welfare of our people. So whatever we do, we should put our services to the people at the forefront, and the rest will follow.
So the Western North region, one of the newly created regions that is doing well, has a plan, has a vision to not only exist as a region, but to make it a place comfortable for its residents by making public service accessible to all.
Joojo Rocky Obeng maintains a very good relationship with people within and outside the region. In Joojo Rocky Obeng, the Western North region has found a servant leader who embodies humility, innovation, hard work, and a commitment to keeping promises. His sacrifices have lit the path to a brighter future.